Hey, we're live. We're here. Hi, Panda. She knows we're live. Hey, Panda, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Oh, come here, Jake. Come on. Come on, buddy. Get on up here. You want to say hi? Say hi. I'm covered up, guys. I don't know if you can see me or not, but we're covered up. How's everybody doing today? We didn't have a show today, so I figured I'd do a live show, and hopefully we can stick here for a little bit because we're dropping from 1 to 2 bars. So we're going to attempt this, and hopefully we can make it happen. So let's go to my trusty phone here and see. I think we are live because I see a few people there. Joel is in there. He's saying good morning, Jukebox. A few people came in there. So let's go in here. Boy, this breeze feels good. Ooh, we got a breeze through here. It's nice out here. Of course, I'm in Alabama, right? It's supposed to be nice. Good morning, Larry, Jake, and Panda. Yes, that's from Pinky the Cat. Yeah, let me go to my channel here real quick, because I can see the comments a whole lot better on this phone than I can on here. Alright, well, I can actually pause me talking there though. Okay, let's see who's all in the house first. Hey, should we see who's all in the house? Huh? Let's go in here. Okay, Michael is in there. JBW Vlogs is in there. Tex 979 is in the house. Tony Truman is in the house. Jacob Monte, I can't say your last name, but Jacob is in the house. Chi-Town 90 is in the house. Angie and Chuck, the Angie and Chuck show is in the house. Hey, that's a pleasure now. Joe is in the house. Pinky the Cat is in the house. Drew Henley is in the house. James Gibbs is in the house. Jonathan Moody is in the house. Hey, Big Houston. I bumped into him at Iowa 80 some time ago. We got a video on that. He has a video as well. Go check him out. You'll see it. Tommy Kramer is in the house. Oh, Aiden Bush. A-I-D-A-N. Aiden Bush. Is that how you say that? Oh, let's see. Jordan is in the house. Ryan is in the house. Dill is in the house. Dill Cox, that is. Want to be a trucker is in the house. Blue Villa? Am I saying that right? Alright, we got a few of you guys in the house. So I kind of figured this will be just about anything that you guys really want to talk about. If you want me to talk about something. And if we make this interesting, then we could probably do a little lengthy of a show. But if you guys don't really have anything you want to talk about, then we'll probably make it a little short, you know. I know it's a last minute thing, but after I'm done with the show, I'm going to be busy, guys. I got to go pick up a load, and that picks up around 1700, which is 5 o'clock. And, hey, thank you, Angie and Chuck. Yeah, they just donated $10. Lunch is on us. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then I got to go to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and deliver that load. I got from midnight, or 1 minute after, obviously. If it doesn't take them long to load me, maybe it's a drop and hook, then I can just get on up to Murfreesboro and just make that delivery, right? That way I can be ready for another load. We just got done doing a 34-hour break. I didn't really film anything because, honestly, I didn't do nothing. Yeah, I took Jake and Panda out. Yes, I went and got something to eat, but I basically I kicked back. I was watching TV, just kicking back and relaxing. But we gotta go to work today. But anyway, let's see, anybody has anything now? Let's see. Willie Jones, good morning, Jukebox. Have you been through Tennessee yet? I always watch. I'm going to Tennessee. I'm going to Murfreesboro. That's around midnight or after, somewhere in there, give or take. I don't know exactly when, but that's where I'm going, is Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Go through Tennessee all the time. Let's see here. Sue, good morning, Jukebox. Jake and Panda, well, good morning to you. Let's see. Oh, get up here, kid. You're gonna fall. Panda fell asleep and she fell off my lap. Wouldn't you be better if you was over there? That's funny. Let's see. What's a chicken shack you often prefer? Okay, that's from Froggy. What's a chicken shack? You mean a chicken coop? Chicken coop is a weigh station. At one time, the chicken coops, the weigh stations, used to look like chicken coops. So back in the day, that's what the truckers started calling it. It's a trucker slang for a weigh station is a chicken coop. That's what a chicken coop is. Oh, let's see here. Let me scroll up. Okay. JBW Vlogs, are you finer than hair on a frog's back? I feel pretty damn good today, I'm telling you. Tom Luden is in the house. He says, hello, Jukebox. Well, hello to you, my friend. Yeah, he's from Florida. We have Florida weather. But I'm not far from Florida. I'm almost to the Panhandle. Matter of fact, when I was watching the local TV, they gave the weather for that part of Florida. So I'm not that far from Florida. Now, I'm probably closer to Florida here than I was up in Macon, you know. Well, I certainly closer than I was Macon. I know that. Chad says, hello. John Doe, Cop Shop, Skill. That's another way of calling it. Oh, John, AGGETT. Best wishes from John. Okay, thank you. Where in Alabama am I at? I am in, I'm going to spell it out. Well, Ozark. I'm in Ozark, Alabama. I'm just down the road from where I made my delivery. It's between, I'm in Ozark, off 231. We're at Rather. Huh? We're at Rather, okay. Douglas Bean says, what's up? Well, just as soon as we get done here, we're going to work. We're going to be filming. We got our cameras all up and ready to go today. Oh, come on now. Okay, there we go. And, oh, Rudy's in the house? Yeah. The Outdoor Adventure by Rudy. You need to check that out. I love his videos. I love everything about him, really. I just can't get him to make more of them. You know, I got hooked with Rudy, right? And I got so used to watching him every day, and then we know why, but I do miss watching him, and I'm always asking him, when's your next video? You know, I don't care if it's a 5-minute video, really. I just like watching Rudy, you know. But he did do a live show yesterday. I do believe it was yesterday. He did a live show. Let's see here. Oh, Walter's in the house. I think he called me. I was sleeping yesterday afternoon, and I got a 204 or 202, something like that number. It might have been Walter. And if it is, I apologize. I'm on a 34, right? So I was taking a nap. I think I was taking a nap when he called me. I didn't even hear the phone go. Let's see. I think, yeah, Redneck Life. That's Walter. Good morning, Jukebox. How are you doing? Finer than hair on a frog's back, Walter. Wish I had some good barbecue. Alabama may have barbecue, but they certainly don't have it where I'm at. Juniper Rise, okay, how hard is it to get with Prime? I don't know. I'll be honest, I may pull Prime trailers, I may have a Prime fuel card, but never once have I ever went through Prime to work where I'm at. I work for RST, so I don't know how hard it is to get to Prime. You're going to have to ask somebody that actually works at Prime to get that info, because I can't answer that. Keith D. Surface. Hey, Jukebox, from us warriors here in the Middle East. Thanks for your virtual ride. Fun to see the home roads. Yes, thank you. Jeff Long, I sure enjoy your show and your puppies. Yeah, and Redneck Life said yes, he did. He did call me yesterday. Man, I missed your phone call, buddy. I don't ignore phone calls. I really don't. I bet you I was taking a nap. Sometime yesterday afternoon, I was napping. Then I woke up, and to be honest, I didn't wake up until 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. And that's when I noticed. I was going to call it back. I thought, nah, it's a little late now. So I wasn't sure if you was still in bed, or if you was in bed, or if you was still awake. I sure enjoy your show and the puppies. Okay, I read that part. Comment saying, hey, Walter. This is Trucker Life. Morning. Yeah. From Rollins, Wyoming. Yeah, I-80 is still closed till this afternoon. At least I got a 34. I saw that, he's a YouTuber, and he lives, I gotta look. Hopefully he might say something, but he actually shared your program. Oh, thanks, Redneck Life. Wow, he just donated $10. Now I can really eat me a good lunch. Yeah. I saw the 0218 Cascadia yesterday, 615 from Arcway. That's my old truck. That's my old truck. Josh McLean, hey Jukebox, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Houston says, that's crazy, yes. Hey, Trucker 316 is in the house. What's up, Jukebox? I like his channel too, I really do. He's in the bus, and he's like gives tour. Well, I don't know what you. Sorry about that. I don't know if it's so much tours, but I know he drives for a bus line, and I just like watching his channel. That is cool. Pinky the Cat, Larry, did you hear that little guy? Little guy is back at RST. He is here, and he's happier than hair on a frog's back. He's here. So that's great. And I like that myself, because now I'll have a chance to meet up with him. We'll have more collaboration videos together. We talked yesterday for a good well, he called me. So we had a good conversation yesterday. So we're going to be able to do some collaboration together. Okay, JBW Vlogs, I always support the Trucker Jukebox show. The link for the Trucker Jukebox and the Outdoor Adventures by Rudy. It's always in my videos. Okay. Big Houston, in your opinion, what do you think of my channel? Now, I gotta be honest, okay, Houston, Big Houston, I gotta be honest. I'm not gonna trash it. I'm not gonna do that. But I think, in reality, because I'm not sure how much you can show where you work at, but I think in reality that you could probably show a little more than just you talking about, you know, where you've been, where you're going, and what things are up. But you know, it took me 6 years, or nearly 5 years, to have the encouragement to literally get out with my camera and actually take you inside certain places, take you inside the truck stops and that. And it's not, I was shy. When I started making the videos, I was shy. And it was actually Trucker Rudy that told me how to get out of that to start with. And what he said was, you got to have blinders on. You can't be looking at people, because the minute you see somebody looking at you when you're filming, then you have a tendency of putting down your camera, or you have a tendency of acting like you're not doing nothing, you know. and that you're shy, you know. So you got to kind of walk around with blinders on and not worry about what people, because first of all, if you go inside, like I go inside the truck stops, I probably get more subscribers walking inside a truck stop than I do out here on the road, because they see me filming. There was a guy parked right over here. I got my window down, and he knows I'm doing a live show. He sees my Trucker Jukebox on the side of my truck, and guess what? He literally, I saw him with his device. I know he was listening. So, I think you got a great channel, Houston. But I really think you could do better by showing us a few things. Do a drop and hook if you can. And show us you doing a drop and hook, or get out and go inside these truck stops and introduce yourself and let people know that you're a YouTuber. And the more you do that, the more you're going to get interested, or the more you do that, the more you're going to get noticed. It's just my opinion. It is so easy to be inside your truck, showing yourself, just talking about what's happening, than it is to, you asked, I just told you. All right, let's see. Did I miss anything? Let me go back up a little bit. Okay. Robert Hernandez. Mr. Jukebox. Hey, buddy. Trucker Life. Trucker 316. Gotcha. That's what he says. Michael says, hi, Trucker Jukebox. Mike, yeah, that's from Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. Trucker 316, yeah, charter bus, but actually coming back out. Oh, are you? I may have a chance to meet up with you then. I really want to meet up with Trucker 316. I've been trying really hard, because I don't know where he lives, but I got an idea what area he may be. So I know when I was in Philly, I probably wasn't that far from him, but I would really love to bump into you. I mean, that's just my passion. And you're a hard person to bump into. But it takes two to try to do that. So if you know I'm coming into your area and you got 5 minutes and I'm not that far, I would love to meet up with you. If you give me 5 minutes, I know you're not camera shy because you film. I would love to have at least 5-10 minutes with you and get you on video and say hi to everybody. Okay. Jewel McGrath, awesome to hear about little guy B. I'm glad he's back. You know, I really am. I'm glad he's back. He only did what he did because he wanted to be home. But, you know, the truth is the truth. You don't never make as much money doing a local job as you ever will being out here on the road. The only difference is, though, being out here OTR, you're away from the house. That's I mean, to make more money, you got to be away from the house. But it ain't just truck drivers that does that. Train, the engineer, conductors, and that, you know, when they're moving that train, they can only operate that train for 12 hours. So after 12 hours, they got to stop that train. So sometimes you see a parked train on the tracks and it ain't moving. You're probably thinking, well, he's got to park. And usually there's a van, there's a group or an association. They will go out there and pick them up, and usually they bring a new conductor, a new engineer from a motel to that train, and then they take the old crew back. So they're away from home. And look at the pilots and the stewardess, and yeah, there's so many jobs out there where you're away from home. And I'm sure Trucker 316 could tell you, even doing the charter bus, it might have been a time or two he had to spend overnight. I mean, but to make money, it's a trade-off from, do you be home every day, or do you live out here on the road? Okay, 316 says, oh, did I read that already? Okay, yep, I did. All right, Johnny, or JBW Vlog, I meant the link I always in the description box. Okay, yeah, I knew what you meant by that. Keep on what? Grubbin. Keep on. I don't know if it's bad or not, but I'll get it out there. Pinky the Cat, maybe if you meet up with my hubby Rod, you can give him some pointers on how to relax and not. I don't know if I'd be the right one for that. I stress myself sometimes. I just don't try to show it. But I think the best way to get rid of stress is having some really good friends out there, and you can actually make a phone call and you can say hi to somebody. Because if I'm having one of them crazy days, I used to film it on video, on camera, but I don't so much because everybody's like, oh, relax, Jukebox, you don't have to worry about that. I call a friend. I just call a friend. Usually it's Rudy or somebody, and hey, and they do the same thing. They'll call me. If they're stressed, they'll call me. And it's not the idea of over talking them, it's the idea of having a good ear. You know, you're going to listen, and sometimes just getting that off your chest is a weight lifted. Hi, Trucking in Wyoming. Is he here? Is he here? Yeah, Trucking in Wyoming. Good morning, brother. There's another video, another YouTuber, Trucking in Wyoming. Check it out, guys. He lives in Wyoming, and he takes care of our country by picking up. He goes to these places, and they collect the trash and they throw it away, and that is very important because can you imagine our society walking around kicking trash out of the way? That wouldn't be cool. Matter of fact, I tell you, it wasn't too long ago, I had a load, and believe it or not, it was trash. It was trash. They loaded it, and then I had to take it somewhere, and then, of course, just like a dump truck, but they put my whole tractor and trailer, and they lift it up, and it just dumps it out. Then you got to go to a truck wash somewhere, and you got to get the trailer washed out, and but, you know, sometimes you got to move it around from place to place. Can you imagine all the trash going in one place? Before you know it, it's going to be like Mount St. Helens. You're going to look and, damn, look at that mountain. It ain't a mountain, right? It's just trash. Pinky the Cat, maybe if you, okay, I done read that. All right, I am starting to get better with my vlogs. Okay, what makes me watch somebody's YouTube channel, and what really makes me want to tell people about it, is a lot of people, and hopefully I'm not stepping on toes, but a lot of people, they think just looking at the camera and saying, hey guys, how's everybody doing? And they want to talk about their day. Now, would you watch a TV show or a movie, and let's say the director or somebody like that just looks at the camera and they just talk about the movie? Or do you want to see the action of what's happening? That's why I'm trying to show you guys. And it's the same old thing, I know, because I drive a truck, I don't do nothing else. But when I'm doing a drop and hook, I'm trying to show you that. When I'm doing my fuel, I'm showing you that. When I go inside the truck stop and I'm eating, I'm showing you that. I can sit here and take my camera and just do a live show and say, hey guys, guess what I did today? I did a drop and hook. And then after that, I had to go get some fuel. And then after that, I went and got something to eat. And that was our day. Have a good day, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Now, I can make a 10-minute video or less by just telling you that. Or I can make you a 30-minute video, or maybe sometimes 40-minute video, and showing you what I'm doing. The only time that different things change is when I'm not doing that. Like, if I go home, you're seeing a little bit of my mother. If I took a 34, I didn't show any of that. But really, the only time I just get on the camera and talk to you guys is when I'm doing a live show. But I love channels that actually show you things. I really do. That's just my opinion, but I love them kind of channel, and that's why I like the outdoor adventure. I mean, he actually does get out. I know he was a trucker, and I know he was showing you trucking stuff and all that, but in all reality, I drive a truck for a living. I really don't really care to watch another truck driver going down the road. I just don't, because this is what I do. But when I can watch something different, like oh, let me go back up. Oh, where did it go? Trucking in Wyoming. It's a different type of trucking. Or when I watch Rudy, it's not trucking. Or when I watch the Angie and Chuck show, it's not trucking. And sometimes that takes me out of my element. It takes me out of what I'm doing. I can get into a video. It's kind of like getting into a TV show or a movie, or like watching the Super Bowl. You know, for a couple hours there, I actually got so distracted watching that I forgot I was even in a truck. It was just comfortable. I'm eating popcorn. I'm drinking a Coke. And for whatever few minutes, I'm not in a truck. I'm actually like, I could have been in a motel room, as comfortable as I was watching that game. So when I watch somebody else's channel that's not really truck related, it takes me out of my element. And if it's really an interesting video, I can forget that I'm in a truck. I'm just saying. Okay. And let's scroll on down. I am starting to get... Okay, I done read that. They are giving severe storms for Alabama tomorrow. I'll be out of here tomorrow, but I'm going to Tennessee. It is snowing, and it is cold and windy and all that. Not too far from me. But I'm in this bubble right now where it's 70 something. It's 70 outside. It's a beautiful day. But it wouldn't take much for me to get into that area where that crap is coming down. But look at the good. It's what, February 4th? It won't be long, guys. March will be here. Spring will be here before you even know it. I mean, it's going to be like, wow, it's spring. What happened to winter? You know. I guarantee, Big Houston, if you can do that, I think you would double in size on your subscribers and because think about it. Would you want to watch a video where somebody is just telling you what they did? Show me what you did. I want to see what you did. You know, do a drop and hook. Hey, we want to see action. Action speaks louder than words. It really does. I can tell you, hey, I went hunting, and I was hunting for grizzly bear, and he was 6 foot tall, and I wrestled him to the ground. It sounds good, though, right? You want to see me do that? I ain't going to show you that because it ain't the truth. But I can tell you that. Want to see action speaks louder than words. Billy Huff says, Rudy, say some other company brought... Rudy did talk about that. You have to... I would talk about it, but I'm not going to because I don't want to pull the attention. Go to Outdoor Adventures. He did a live show. He talked about that. Go to Outdoor Adventures. And by the way, if you're there, subscribe to his channel if you're not. He is a really good guy, and I'm telling you right now, there are some people that don't like him. There's some people that don't like me. But I'm here to tell you, he's a hell of a guy, and he would take his shirt off his back for you. I'm not going to lie about that. I mean, check him out. But he talked about it. He did a live show. Oh, how y'all doing, Jupe? I'm doing finer than hair on a frog's back. Somebody said there ain't hair on a frog. There is. That's how fine I am. Put it under a microscope. You'll see them little hairs. Trucking in Wyoming says, hello, Rudy. Pinky the Cat. I have a channel, but only have 4 videos. Do not have exciting life. So do not know what videos and what to do with it. You know, the idea of making videos isn't about making a movie, and it's not about science fiction, and it's not about telling a tale or trying to make a video that's going to catch somebody, but it's about your life. Now, you may think your life is boring, but to somebody else it may not be. It may not be. You know what? I remember one time, a long time ago, of course there wasn't YouTube then, but I got a friend, he never did laundry. He's been married all these years. His wife, she can't just see something. His wife has always did the laundry. Well, he had to do laundry at a truck stop, and he didn't know how. And he actually went on YouTube to see if he could figure out how to do laundry. And he said, there ain't no videos out there how you do laundry. See? And of course, it's one of them how-tos, but make a video doing laundry, you know? Hey, you'd be surprised how many views that would catch. Hey, we got some more, let's see. Redneck Lifestyle said, hello, Trucker Wyoming. Trucking Wyoming, I'm sorry about that. And Trucking Wyoming says, hello, Robert. I'll be damned, we talked about you the other day, Mr. Terry Barnes. We said, we haven't heard from that guy in a long time. I said, well, he's married now. You probably just kind of kicking back and relaxing, right? Terry Barnes just said hello. Well, hello, and I'm glad to see you. I know you're okay. You just wrote something, so I know you're okay. Pinky the Cat says, thanks for the trucker life. Bob Smith, I think that's, what's your favorite state? Oh, my favorite state, let me think about that one, because there's so many. Probably, I don't really know. I could say maybe Nebraska. It's kind of weird for me to say that, but I'm a trucker, right? So the state that has the most rest areas and the truck stops, and you can usually 9 times out of 10 find a place to park, that would be my favorite state. The state that has, like, no, what the hell? You know, you can't overnight park. That's not a safe haven for a truck driver to take a 10-hour ride. That state trooper is going to come in. If he notices you've been there for a while, he's going to wake you up. He's going to write you a ticket for being parked there because it's overnight, and he's going to tell you to leave. Officer, I've only been in the bunk for 5 hours. I don't care. You need to leave. So what he's doing is he's telling you, I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you ran out of hours and you're in the middle of your sleep. I want you to go out there and have a big crash. I want you to fall asleep and run into somebody so I can come back and get you because you didn't take your 10-hour break. You just chased me out from the rest area. Well, there's truck stops. No, there's not. North Carolina don't have enough truck stops. And if they do have a truck stop, they got one that's got 10 or 15 parking spaces. To me, that's not a truck stop. So my favorite state would be a state that has rest areas and got enough truck stops where you can possibly find a place to park without having to be chased away. Yep, Trucker 316 said, yep, I did a few overnights in the bus. I bet you did. I just had a friend, he drove bus. He did the charter as well, but he just started with Greyhound. And I guess they pay pretty good. They pay for his meals and they pay for their motels. But I heard on the news, and I'm trying to think where that was. I'm sure you guys heard about it. Some nut on a Greyhound bus had a gun. And he got up and just started shooting. They had to do an emergency pullover. I guess one person died in that. Thinking, on a bus? That's crazy. Now you can't even ride a bus without the dangers of... And the Greyhound... Now, the Greyhound buses has actually got a cage around the driver, so some nut doesn't get up out of the seat, walk up to the driver, and slit his throat. Things that I'm telling you. Okay, let's see. Let's scroll on down here. Joe says, were you doing your I just got done with it. Actually, I am done with the reset. So as soon as I get done with this, we got to go pick up a load. I done forgot where I said I was going. Oh, let's see here. I'm going to Decatur, Alabama, picking up a load I'm 200 and something miles from here to there. And as soon as I pick that up, then I'm going to Murfreesboro, Tennessee to make that delivery. What do you wish that truck stops have? I think every truck stop, in order for it to be called a truck stop, should have, of course, number one, fuel. And the fuel should have the CASCADIA or CASCADIA, T-check, you know, the cards that where you can get your fuel. Two, it should have a restaurant. I ain't talking about a fast food joint, a McDonald's, a Burger King. I'm not talking about them kind of restaurants. I'm talking a sit-down, honest-to-God, sit-down meat and potato restaurant. And they should have a shower room or a laundry room. So if you got to take it 34, you can do laundry. Like I was at this Love's, I couldn't do my laundry. That sucks. I got laundry to do, but I couldn't do it. So I'm going to have to make a stop somewhere through, and I'm going to have to pop some clothes in a washer. And I think every truck stop should have showers. And they should have enough room, and I don't know if you can ever say they're ever going to have enough room, but they should have adequate parking for the truckers. And maybe security, just in case you got lot lizards walking around, so you can get them guys out of there so you can actually go to bed at night and not have to get your door knocked on. Outdoor Venture says, good luck, man. Somebody said something. Oh, okay. Good morning, Jukebox. Wish me luck. I'm going for a test drive for a job in an hour. Good luck, man. You can do it. You can. Don't even think about having the instructor in the other seat. Don't even think about all that. Pretend, just imagine him sitting over there in the seat in his underwear. And you just drive like you always drive. You'll be all right. Hello, Trucker Jukebox. Have a great day out. I will. Thank you. That was from Michael. Ridge Runner. Hi, brother. Mike says, have you ever met Trucker Josh? I have. I have. And I tell you where I met him at. Trucker Rudy was there. We were in Seattle. We were at the Vlogger, or the Vlogger Fair, or what, I forgot what that was actually called. But that's where I've actually met up with Trucker Josh. And I have to tell you, I was nervous. Rudy had to push me. Go say hi. I said, man, he's a big YouTuber. He said, just go say hi. And Rudy had to push me. But once I got in there, there's video on it. You got to go back a few years. But there is video on it where I did meet up with Trucker Josh. Taft Bowman. Are there any questions? What in the hell does that mean? Let me educate you. If you have any questions about Trucker Jukebox, Panda Jake, trucking, anything, that's what that means. No question is a stupid question. Only a stupid question is one that if you got and you won't ask because you're afraid people are going to think that's a stupid question. That's what that means. Oh, Mary Thompson says, hi, Larry. Redneck Lifestyle says, hey, Rudy, where are you? Yeah. Mr. Jukebox, I love those little dogs. I do too. That's probably my stress-free. Doesn't matter how bad the day gets, how mean the customers get, how crazy the traffic gets. No matter how bad things get, Panda and Jake, they're happy. They're always happy. I don't care. I pull over, I take them out, we take a long walk, and by the time I get back in the truck, we feel good. Hey, Travis is in the house. He says, hello, everybody. JBW Vlogs. I used to do that, so that why I am starting to get out more with my camera when I can. Okay, that's cool. Outdoor adventure says, and then after that you had some good lunch right on breakfast. No, you had good lunch right or breakfast. Yeah. Hey Rudy, you want to take that taff out and I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I just deleted. Now, if you're going to come in here thinking that you're going to be a bulldozer and you're going to try to run me over by being stupid, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And it certainly ain't going to happen if you're going to try that with somebody else that is on here, because you're out of there. I just deleted his message. He comes back. I'm blocked. You know, you can say whatever you want, but I'm not going to be... I'm a 53-year-old man. We're not in grade school anymore. We're not going to be bullied. It ain't going to happen. And if you're 13 years or younger, you shouldn't even be here to watch this to start with. So, Cheryl Singer, not a trucker, but I love to watch you every day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tony Truman. Walter, hey, my friend. Rudy also. Little Viking Coach, have you hit the thumbs up today? Well, we got 99 people. We had 104 in here, and we got 50 thumbs up. Well, we could probably get 50 more, right? Well, we got 102 people in here now, but we could probably get another 50 thumbs up, right? Maybe? Or thumbs down. If you don't like the video, it's okay. Thumbs down. We're still recognized, you know. Pinky the Cat, you would like beyond 1031 then Larry. Okay. Terry says, do you lease your tractor, and what your thoughts on leaving on someone? Okay, Terry, I'm reading your thing. Do you lease your tractor? I do. I'm a lease driver. I started my lease January 1st, 2020. That's when I started my lease. And what is your thoughts on leaving on somewhere? I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, Adam Smith, who did you pick? You know, I didn't really pick it. I wasn't even going to watch it. And to be honest, I'm not a real sports fanatic. I never have been. But I was off that night, and I was scrolling. I was surfing through the channels, and I saw it, that it was on Fox. So, of course, obviously, I watched a little bit of it. And really, I started to get interested in it, because I watched a little bit, and I kept watching and kept watching. And somewhere in there, I fell asleep, because I didn't know who won the game. I literally fell asleep. I didn't know who won. When I went to bed, the score was 20-10. The Chiefs was at 10. San Francisco was at 20. And then when I woke up and saw the score, 31-20, something like that, is like Kansas City Chiefs actually won it. But I'm not really. You know, it just had my interest, so I started watching it. Mary Thompson, I live behind 60 highway. I love to see the truckers go down the highway. It reminds me of my uncle who used to be a trucker. There you go. You know what? We lived, when I was a kid, off 31 highway. Not too far from Lakeville. Between Lakeville and La Paz. If you know where that's at, that's between South Bend, Indiana and Lakeville. And I was just a kid when we lived there. And I mean, when I say a kid, I was probably 6, 7 years old, and we lived right there off the highway. Now there's a bypass that goes around it, but I remember as a kid and me sitting in the front yard watching the trucks going by the house all the time. And it's always had my interest from the start, because I always wanted to be a driver. My dad was never a truck driver, but my Uncle Darrell was. And of course, he gave me my first ride when I was just a kid. Man, I thought I was going to Disneyland. I thought I was going to Six Flags. That ride in that semi, I will always remember that. I will always, you know, the real exciting things that you have ever had done, you remember, and I will always remember that. Little Guy's in the show, guys. Say hi to Little Guy. He gave me a big start. He gave me a big start on my channel. He really did. I have to tell you, I had 30, maybe 30 subscribers 6 years ago, and I was at I'll think of it here in a minute. Maryland, exit 109 is a Flying J that's got a golden corral. And I was sitting there eating, and just happened, I looked up and I saw Little Guy. Did not know it was him, but I could have sworn it was him. So I take my phone, I go to his channel, and I'm looking at my channel, and I'm looking over at the table, but I still wasn't sure. Nobody ever looks the same in person as they do on video. So I still wasn't sure, but I knew he had a tattoo on his arm and that. So I said, I'm gonna go up and get some dessert. And coming back, because I didn't want to turn my head and be like I'm twisting my head off, but after I got my dessert, I started walking back, and I'm looking. That's Little Guy. And I have to tell you guys, that's the first time I've ever met any, I call them celebrities, any YouTuber celebrity. First time ever. And I was just getting into YouTube, and that was a big thing for me. So I said, Little Guy, if I'm wrong, or I said, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I said, are you Little Guy? He says, yeah. Pull up a chair and sit down. It's like, yeah. So that's the first time. And he actually pushed my channel to almost 100 subscribers. So he gave me, and he still gives me he's got my channel tagged with his channel, and he's still helping me today. So between him, Trucker Rudy, and a few other people out there, that's how I got my channel out there. And guys, we are less than we're less than 90. Actually, I think we're 84 from making it to 7,000 subscribers. 7,000. Boy, would I give anything in this world to get to that 7,000. But of course, I'm going to say I would do anything to get to 8,000. But if I can't make a video, we're going to do a live show, because I promise you guys a video every day. So you're going to see a video. But yep, he gave me my big start, and I will always thank Little Guy for that. Oh, Adrian Bush, have you ever been in the UP? No. That's the upper part of Michigan. Believe it or not, I've never crossed the bridge up there in northern Michigan. I've never been across there. I still haven't. But I'm hoping that's all right, because we're retiring in 2 years. So what I don't see driving trucks, I'm going to make sure I get to see when I do my RV. We'll be seeing a lot of things. Oh, Tony Truman says, he's saying hi to Little Guy. Matthew is saying hi to Little Guy. Outdoor Ventures, I know you're right. Hey, Little Viking Coach, Mr. Pipe missed you, Little Guy. There you go. And it's, thank you, little Viking coach for, it's a pleasure. See, these guys, I don't know how to put this. There's a lot of YouTubers I do look up to, even the ones that I still look up to them because they are here, they do their thing, and I don't know, I look up to them, I really do. I respect them. Let's put it that way. I respect anybody that wants to put their life or what they do or themselves on YouTube. It takes a lot of courage to put your life and everything about you on YouTube. Because once you do that, you're on the internet. And you are accessible to anything. You got people that's going to dog you and trash you and stomp on you. And this is where you got to have skin like bulletproof. You got to be able to tolerate it. Because if you can't tolerate it, you have no business to be on YouTube. You have no business to be there. Because when you first started out on YouTube, it's not no big thing. You know, you got a few people watching. But once, I've noticed, once the numbers get up there a little bit, you're going to have people, they've never met you. They've only saw you on video. But you got people out there are so miserable with their damn lives, that they want to trash you. They don't want to see nobody succeed, no way, no shape or form. You got to have courage to be on YouTube. So I respect anybody that is willing to put themselves on the social media like that. Because once you do it, you're there. Somebody said something about my damn teeth. Let's go down and scroll. Do you have teeth? Yeah, they're in the glove box. Would you like to see them? I can't wear teeth. And besides, I'm 53 years old. I ain't planning on getting married, and I'm not looking. So I kind of look at it this way. Yes, I care about my being, or you wouldn't see me every other day taking a shower. I do care about my being because if I didn't, my truck would be trashed, and I would have to move everything out of the way to do a live show. But I'm at the age now, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't care, you know. I am who I am. I look like the way I look. I sound like I sound the way I do. And I am who I am. So if people can accept me as I am, or how I look, or how I sound, get out of here. I just saw. There we go. Too much, man. Okay, Peterbilt 352 RV. Need thick skin to put your life out there. There are people out there, they would love to wreck your life. They hate to see you achieve anything in life. They're probably so freaking miserable that they got to eat from trash cans. They're probably so miserable that they can't even stand their own lives. They probably don't have no will or any hope, or they just don't have nothing. So they can go on there and they can write whatever they want, or they think they can. They may be able to get away with it until they're caught, and then of course they're out of there, right? Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, those haters are everywhere. They are. And I'm not going to say, I had one said, I'm done. You eat like a pig and you smoke. He said, I hope you get fucking cancer. I'm sorry for the language, but that's what the comments said. Not only did I delete the guy, I blocked the guy. So he can watch all the videos he wants. He'll never make another comment. And I took that comment down because my mama is still alive. And if you guys don't think she watches the comments, you're crazy. She does. And she doesn't understand why somebody would actually attack. I said, but Mom, we see it all the time on the news. We got people we got kids going into schools. We got people going into churches. We got people going into movie theaters that are shooting up people, going into Walmart. We have a society today where there are people out there that would love to destroy. And trust me, guys, when I'm out fueling my truck, I'm watching my back too. And I'm sure there's other YouTubers the same as me. We're watching our backs too. Could be a hater out there that, hey, that's Trucker Jukebox. I hate that son of a bitch. I'm watching my back too. That's why I don't post Jake and Panda all the time. That's why I don't ever tell you guys every time where I'm at. Because I'm protecting me. I'm protecting Jake and Panda. That's why I don't always disclose anything. I'd rather have you guys, I gotta protect what I have. Yes, the truth spoken here. You're an awesome guy, Larry. Thank you. Appreciate that. Does matter, profession or person, people complain and what to change you according. Yeah, they want to change me. I got a little secret for you guys. Ever since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, my mama would always get up before my dad got up. She would always cook eggs, biscuits, potatoes, gravy. Always. I've never seen my mom not do that. Then we'd all get up. We had a hot breakfast on the table. It was none of this eat a bowl of cereal and go. Mom cooked a breakfast. My dad always went to work with breakfast. Us kids wasn't allowed to go to school unless we had breakfast. So I grew up eating biscuits and gravy and eggs and sausage and bacon. So I ate like that all my entire life. Yes, I tried to change a little bit as I got older. Tried to eat a bowl of oatmeal. I can't live on that. 2 hours after eating a bowl of oatmeal, I'm freaking hungry. Because it doesn't stick to the ribs. It may be healthy for you, but it doesn't stick to my ribs. Now let me say this. If I die at the age of 65, because the way I eat and the way I live, so be it. I told you guys this before. I ain't afraid to freaking die. And I'm not sorry for what kind of life I ever had. But I guarantee I'm not going to die eating Jeannie Craig or eating a bowl of oatmeal. Because I got news for you. I don't care how perfect your life is, how you don't smoke, and how you eat perfect. You're going to fucking die. I'm sorry for the language, but I've been wanting to say this for a long time. You're going to die. And wouldn't it be ironic if Trucker Jukebox lives to be 90 and the guy that doesn't smoke and doesn't eat everything dies before me? So you guys can keep hammering me about the way I eat. I'm going to keep doing it. So don't miss the next meal that I'm about. That's why I'm pissed off about the fast food. I want meat and potatoes when I sit down. I don't want a Subway sandwich. I don't. I gotta get going, Jukebox. Good to see you, brother. Take care. You got that trucking in Wyoming. Check his channel out. He is good. That's right. Peterbilt 352 RV. Keep being you. We're gonna be out of here ourselves in about 5 minutes. How do you like living on the road? Isn't it depressing? I admire your love for the dogs. Do you own your truck? I admire your vehicle. I don't own the truck. I'm a lease operator. The truck is always going to be an RST truck because I don't want the headache to have to try to sell a truck. The next question, do you live on the road? I do. Every week I get paid, I shove that in the bank. And my cousin and I had a kind of an argument yesterday because he wanted me to help him. I couldn't do it. Well, you told me you had all this money in the bank. You just lied. No. Once it goes into the bank, I leave it in the bank. I'm not snatching that money out for nobody. That is staying in the bank. That is my retirement. That is my money. And, but when I get a paycheck, I take so much out of that paycheck. And I live on that. The rest of it goes into the bank. So when the time comes and I ain't driving no more, and I do have a healthy bank account, that's because I don't spend my money like that. It goes into the bank, it stays in the bank. If RST was to say, we're going out of business today, just bring your trucks back. It's no big thing, man. I'll use my card, my fuel card, not my fuel card, but I'll use my credit card. I can fill my truck up, I can take it back, and I'll start retirement right there. Never be out here on the road with no money. That is the craziest thing I have ever heard. Never be out here on the money, or never be on the road with no money. That is the craziest thing. Don't ever do that, because you're not under 18 anymore. Mom and dad ain't gonna help you. Of all the times I've helped people out there, I just got one question: who's going to help me when the time comes? I do not rely on anybody when it comes to helping me. Now, if somebody wants to step up to the plate and say, Jukebox, I want to help, hey, I'm not so proud to say, okay. But you never run out here with no money, because you got to take care of yourself. Rudy Wood. I think one time my debit card expired. I had money in the bank, I just couldn't get nothing out, and I had to ask for a few bucks, and I got a few bucks, and that held me over until I was able to get my card. But I will do it. I will do it. I will help anybody myself. I mean, honest, if a driver that knew me or whatever and say, you know, I'm broke. I'm honest. No kidding. Now, I'm not gonna. If somebody walks up to my truck and asks for money, you know, I'm not gonna give it to them. But I'll be more than happy to go inside and buy you a sandwich or something. And then if you say, oh no, I don't really. I just need. No, I'm not gonna give you the money. But I'll be more than happy to buy you a sandwich if you need one. I think you eat great food, because y'all truck drivers, you know, it's not a physical job, it's more of a mental job, but your brain needs the food in order to think. And if you don't feed yourself, you're not going to be thinking right. And if you're not thinking right, that's where you're going to have your accidents. That's where you're going to have your mess ups. So you got to be able to think. Like, it's not mental, or it's not physical. It ain't like you're getting out and really, it's not that kind of a burn, but it's a thinking burn. So you got to eat. You got to eat in order to keep your mind right. Roger Burke, enjoy your life. Totally agree with you. We are going to die soon. We need to be concerned where we spend eternity praying. There you go. Live. You don't know when you're gonna free. You don't know when you're gonna die. Nobody knows when they're gonna die, unless you're told you have cancer, and the doctor says you got 3 weeks to live. Well, you know, the doctor ain't gonna probably be right. You're probably gonna have 4 weeks to live. But you don't know when you're gonna die. Now, if you're gonna walk on eggshells, you're gonna be real careful. All right, you don't wanna do anything that's gonna make you go, or knowing that it's gonna make you go. Like, I'm not going to walk on a wire 100 feet off the ground, because I could die. I can't walk that wire. Or I'm not going to take the busiest interstate and run from one end to the other thinking I'm not going to get hit by a car. That's insane. But worrying about, okay, you're eating this, too much cholesterol. I got news for you. My cholesterol it has a good reading. Okay, that's what the doctor, he said, I can't believe the way you eat your cholesterol, because I burn my energy. Even though you see me driving the truck, I park at the end of the truck stops. I walk. I love walking. I love being physical. So I burn. I only weigh, and I'll show you this, guys. Next time I see a scale, I'm going to take the GoPro. I'm going to show you. I swear to God, I weigh only 218 pounds. The only place that I'm fat is my belly. But I promise you, I only weigh 218. That's all I weigh. I was probably 118 pounds when I started driving truck. So I only gained 100 pounds. But I don't eat 5 meals a day, 3 meals a day, 4 meals a day. I usually eat one good meal, one good breakfast, and then I don't need anything for the rest of the day. And then at night I may have a salad and soup bar, or I may have, you saw me eating supper, but I don't eat a big supper because I don't want to go to bed with that food. But breakfast is the most important meal. That is the meal that is going to carry you through your whole day. So I can burn through them calories easy just by eating a breakfast early and not eating nothing until supper. Don't let anybody take your money, family or not. No, you don't. You work hard for your money. You work hard for it, and you can't pick it off trees. I mean, it's okay to help somebody, but you don't give your money. You only do it when you know you can. But if you put it in the bank, you leave it in the bank, that's your reserve. Leave it in the bank. Just forget that you even got it in there. You won't miss it. Do your math. This is how much it's going to take to live through the week. You take that out of your paycheck, put that in your pocket, and you put the rest in the bank. You leave it alone. It will grow. It will grow. And I've been driving truck for 26 years. I've been saving for 26 years. If something good forbid happens to you, we got a friend in Florida. We got the arrangements already made. That Jake and Panda has a flight. If anything happens to me, if I die in my sleep or whatever, if somebody finds Jake and Panda, they do have a place to go. And I want to thank him. Mr. Tom out of Florida said he would be more than happy. So hopefully he ain't changing his mind, because he said it twice. So I told Mom, she set it up, so they do have a place to go if anything ever happens. Peaky the cat. I have arthritis in my lower back, and my doctor answered when I told him my pain was getting worse was to lose weight and not send me for an MRI. Get that checked. Make sure it's nothing other than just a backache. You want to get that checked. Okay, and if you are heavy, okay, it's a good idea to lose a little bit of weight, of course, obviously, but make sure it's not just a back pain. Make sure it's not something other than, that's just what I meant to say. Make sure it ain't nothing other or what's causing the back pain, right? I lost my grandfather. He had back pain. He thought it was only back pain, but then when he went to the doctors, found out he had prosthetic cancer, something like that. So it was that was causing his back pain. But if he would have went to the doctor and had that checked, who knows? I gotta see something real quick. I'm looking at the clock.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Alright guys, if you have any questions or if you have anything you want to ask me, you can drop it. I look at all the comments. I really do. I don't always comment back, but I do look at it. So if you have any questions or anything that you didn't get said here, you can just go in there and check, you know, ask me whatever. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to go. I really do. It says I would be at my customer at 3:29. I got to 5:30, so I just want to make sure I'm going to be there early. Stay tuned tomorrow. There will be a video and maybe a little bit of night video with it as well. But just stay tuned for tomorrow's video. And with that being said, God bless you guys. Love you. Come here, Jake. Come here, Jake. Jake. Come here. Come here. No, come over here. Look. Come on. We want to see you one more time. And we're going to get out of here. We got to go to work. And Rudy, if you're still working, I may give you a phone call, buddy. You guys have a good one. Good night. Later.